Today we will be learning about the chain rule. The chain rule deals with composite functions and adds versatility to previous functions such as the product rule when deriving. Basically, the chain rule states that dy dx is equal to dy du multiplied by du dx. Let's start with an easy example. If f of x equals 3x plus 2 to the fifth power, what is its derivative? Step 1 is to use u to represent the base function, which is 3x plus 2. Therefore, f of x equals u to the fifth power. Step 2 is to find the derivative of this using u. So f prime of x equals 5u to the fourth power multiplied by u prime, and u prime would equal 3. Step 3 is to substitute 3x plus 2 for u. So the function would look like this, which is f prime of x equals 5 multiplied by 3x plus 2 to the fourth power multiplied by 3. Step 4 is to simplify this, bringing the 3 to the front, so the equation would equal 15 multiplied by 3x plus 2 to the fourth. Now that we understand this, we'll go to one that incorporates trigonometry. If f of x equals 2 sine of 3x, what is its derivative? The first step is to look at the outside function, which is 2 sine of 3x. So you need to bring the coefficient to the front, which is 2, and find the derivative of sine, which is cosine, and then you'll ignore the base function of 3x for now. Step 2 is to find the derivative of the base function, which is 3. Step 3 is to combine these two functions to get 2 cosine of 3x multiplied by 3. Step 4 is to simplify, and you bring the 3 to the front, so it's 6 cosine of 3x. The final equation is a little bit harder. 4 cosine squared of 6x plus 2. The first thing to notice about this function is that the cosine is squared. It's easier to rearrange this function so that it's easier to see which part should be derived first. So 4 cosine squared of 6x really equals 4 cosine of 6x plus 2 squared with brackets around cosine of 6x plus 2. Step 2 is to look at the outside function, the most outside function, which is the squared. So you bring the squared to the front using the power rule, and the first part is 8 cosine of 6x plus 2. It's to the first power, but because it's to the first power, you can ignore that later on. Step 3 is to look at the next inner function, which is cosine. The derivative of that is negative sine, so it's negative sine of 6x plus 2. Step 4 is the innermost function, 6x plus 2, and its derivative is 6. Step 5 is to combine these, so you'll bring all 3 of these together, multiplying all of those, so 8 cosine of 6x plus 2 multiplied by negative sine of 6x plus 2 multiplied by 6. Remember to notice the negative and bring that to the front later on when you simplify. Step 6 is to simplify, and so you need to bring the 8, the negative, and the 6 all to the front, multiplying them, and so your end product is negative 48 cosine of 6x plus 2 multiplied by sine of 6x plus 2. The chain rule is a great tool when finding the derivative of a complex function.